She's so fine. Hell of a hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? This story is coming out of Mississippi via Insider in an article that was published about 6 hours ago. I want to thank my friend Tammy McDonald for sending it to me. Former Mississippi lawmaker found shot to death outside home where her sister-in-law's body was discovered. That's a picture of former state representative Ashley Henley. This is a very strange case. A former Mississippi state representative was found fatally shot outside the fire-ravaged trailer home where her sister-in-law's body had been found in December. Ex-Representative Ashley Henley of DeSoto County was shot and killed Sunday while mowing the grass outside her home, or outside of the home, in Water Valley, Mississippi. Assistant District Attorney Steven Jubera confirmed the former Republican lawmaker had been shot and described the shooting as, quote, non-accidental, end quote, according to the news. No arrests have been made in the shooting. Ashley Henley, 40, was shot outside the burned-out trailer where her sister-in-law, Kristina Michelle Jones' body had been discovered on December the 27th. Ashley Henley had been vocal about Jones' death, criticizing the investigation by authorities and vowing to get justice in social media posts. Quote, "I know the law, and I also know how quick people disappear down here," Ashley Henley wrote in a Facebook post. "I'm not going down like that." Her sister-in-law's death is still being investigated. "We are going back to square one on Jones's case after receiving an initial fire marshal's report and lab reports," Jubera said. "We are looking at that with fresh eyes." Jubera described Henley as a, quote, nice lady, end quote, who he had previously met. What a strange way to describe someone. "That family has gone through a lot in the last 6 months," Jubera said, according to Mississippi Today. "We will investigate this as thoroughly as possible, do everything possible to get it right." Ashley Henley served in the State House from January of 2016 to January of 2020. And that's all the article says. I'm going to go ahead and play a video that I found regarding this and that Tammy also sent me.
A murder mystery in Mississippi where authorities are investigating the death of a former state representative. The body of 40-year-old Ashley Henley was found shot Sunday night in the same location where Henley's sister-in-law was found dead back in December. NBC News Now correspondent Maura Barrett joins me now from Water Valley, Mississippi. Maura, good to see you. Ashley Henley was a Republican state representative from 2016 to 2020. She was killed outside a burned-out trailer, the same property that I just mentioned where her sister-in-law was found dead just months ago. What else do we know about this?
It's a very confusing, bizarre turn of events, Yasmin. She was actually found shot in the back of the head. She actually had a gun on her possession. It was still in the holster, its safety on, so it suggests that she didn't even know what was coming. She was working to clean up the property where her sister-in-law was living. They had a memorial set up there because her and her husband believed that the sheriff's office here wasn't doing enough to get answers about the sister-in-law's death. Here, though, today, 6 months after the sister-in-law's death, and now nearly a week after Ashley's, we still don't have any answers, any arrests, or any leads in the case. The sheriff's office neglecting to respond to any comments here today, as we've been working to get inside multiple times to get some of those answers. The family not getting any answers either, so they're expressing doubt in making sure that anyone will be held accountable, Yasmin.
So let's talk about the family. You actually spoke with Henley's husband this afternoon. What did he tell you about his wife and the investigation into her death and the death of his sister?
Well, obviously, he's extremely heartbroken, but he's also so frustrated and really doubtful that the sheriff's office would even care about his sister-in-law or his sister's death until he said that they didn't express much interest until his wife was killed as well, her death being investigated now as a homicide. But I want you to hear directly from him. He spoke about who his wife was and what exactly he thinks happened.
She spent her life serving. Like, she was an educator. She worked 2 jobs. full-time, put herself through college to get a master's degree. This all falls back on accountability. The person who did this should be held accountable for my sister. And if he was held accountable, I think my wife would still be alive today.
Now, Brandon strongly believes that the two cases are connected, and he said that he won't stop asking questions, looking for answers, just like his wife would have, until someone is held accountable.
How are her friends and colleagues reacting, Maura?
We spoke with her former colleague, State Rep Dan Eubanks. He's actually in the neighboring county that Ashley used to represent, and he said he was shocked about the news. I'm going to hear a little bit of what we talked about today.
She was the kind of person that wanted to see justice no matter what, and I know she didn't back down from anybody. And I know that she felt like that the case wasn't necessarily getting the attention that it needed, and I believe that she was kind of pursuing her own leads and asking questions about her sister-in-law's murder back in December.
Representative Eubanks has started a GoFundMe to help raise funds for Ashley's funeral, but Brandon says he doesn't even know when he's going to be able to lay her body to rest because there's no updates on when she'll be able to get an autopsy or when he'll get any more details about either her death, and any other details about his sister. So father, husband, son, all mourning again here in Mississippi again today. Yasmin.
Maura Barrett, thank you.
Well, it sounds like at least part of her Facebook post appeared to be true. I know the law, and I also know how quick people disappear down here. Now, the last part is kind of eerie. I'm not going down like that. That's, sadly, the way it did go down. So it makes you wonder, first of all, what were the circumstances of her sister-in-law's death? It sounds like her husband is frustrated. And then she was very vocal about it. She being Ashley Henley. She was very vocal about it. And then look what happened to her. So what is going down in DeSoto County, Mississippi? That's very strange. I really hope that they get to the bottom of it. And it's sad that he can't even plan his wife's funeral because he doesn't even know when her autopsy is going to be or anything else because they won't chat with him about anything. And you heard the lady for NBC. She's saying they've tried to get in multiple times to talk to the police department and they won't let them come in. So it sounds like the police department is not wanting to deal with anybody, not even the husband. It just makes you wonder what's really going on. And I'm going to stay on this case because there's obviously something there. The sister-in-law and then now her on the same property, 6 months apart. Yeah, it makes you wonder what's going on down there. It wouldn't be the first time that there have been crooked law enforcement. It wouldn't be the first time that there have been crooked law enforcement in the South. Stranger things have happened. So I definitely want to bring this to the channel. And again, I thank Tammy for sending it to me. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night.